What's up, guys? We are watching the semifinals of the first God of Go World Championships. This is a new World Championships tournament sponsored by Shinhan Bank from Korea. We're already in the semifinals, and there's two Chinese players, one Japanese player, and one Korean player. The game one is this morning or this evening in the US time or NA time, and it's morning in Korea. And this is Shibano Toramaru playing white, and Wang Xinghao playing black. Wang Xinghao took out Shen Jinsou in the last round, in the round of 8. So he's the one to watch, and anyone who takes out SJS is automatically the favorite in any tournament. So suffice it to say, he is now the favorite in this one. Great, and Shibano, very, very nice job for Shibano for making it to the semifinals. Very, very good. It's a very interesting game format in this tournament. It's called the God of Go World Championships. Okay, it's a very, very fast time settings. It's 30 minutes plus 20 seconds per move, Fisher time. So every move the players make, they gain 20 seconds. It's a very, very short time for a World Championships. And so that's what makes this very, very interesting. It confirms a trend in the modern day about faster and faster time controls. This really puts that kind of guy, that kind of Go player in their place. You know who I'm talking about. That kind of Go player is the one that says, the slow games is all that matters. Your Go skill is how you play in the slow game. And the faster games don't even train you. Never play faster games. Anyways, this tournament is the fastest of all time controls. The tournament started with a lot of Korean players. It's sponsored by Shinhan Bank, which is Korean. I am on Fox, and this is the okay. So there are I believe 14 Korean players. Hold on, let me check. There's 15 Korean players. 8 Japanese players, 7, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 Japanese players. There's Sumire, who is a professional player in Korea, but she is Japanese. So 8 Japanese players, 14 Korean players. 7? Only 7? Wow. Yeah, only 7 Chinese players. And I guess if you count Taiwan as China, then there's 8. But 7 or 8, and then 14 Koreans, 8 Japanese players for a round of 32. So does that check out? There's one Vietnam player. No NA or EU players here. Very interesting. Anyways, so with a very small amount of Chinese players, they have 2 out of the 4 spots in the semifinals. Okay, and as we would expect in these very, very fast time controls, the players are playing very, very quickly. We expect the each round to last approximately, the 60 minutes plus, 20 seconds per move. So 180 moves is 1 added hour. So that's only 2 hours. Basically, we expect the games to last about 2 hours, maximum 2.5 hours. So something around 2.5 hours. No more than 3 hours. So yeah, some sort of average 2 hours or so. So it's a very very good, world championship co-tournament to follow live and to watch live. It's already been 25 minutes, so we're a quarter way through the game. The players have played 53 moves, which is about 20 minutes of time added to the clock. So they've probably used 10 out of the 60 minutes that they have over there. Hi everyone, what's up? Who is the Vietnamese competitor? I just know that the Vietnam player is the same player who played for the World Division in the Samsung Cup. I think it's a she, but I'm not sure. I think she won the Samsung Cup World Division. So she played that one. So search her up, the Samsung Cup, and then you guys will be able to find who she is. It's the same player. Vietnam. So they gave one shot to Vietnam. No EU players, no NA players. So guess we have some work to do. And surprise, surprise, it's a baby stream. Oh, what's up, guys? It's a baby stream. Say hello. Say hello, little one. He's called Ace. Alright, I'm gonna put him down a little bit. He just got fed, so expect some quiet time in the next hour or so. Yeah, it's a baby stream. It's little Zichen, guys. It's little Zichen. Yeah. Pretty soon he's gonna go off to his crib, and then we'll have this all to ourselves. Yeah. Oh. Anyways, guys. So. A crying baby. I'll be right back. Let's put this game on again. Very fast. We'll do some commentaries right afterwards. Woohoo! Woohoo! Buddy. Be right back. Hello. Okay.
Someone invites you to play.
Oh. How are we doing? Sub. Whoop, whoop, guys. We've been live for 14 minutes. The game has been going on for 30 something minutes. So first of all, let's catch up on the game from the beginning. So, as usual, very simple openings. This is a little bit surprising how, by the way guys, check out this setup. This is the AI variation. This is the 48% right here. Okay, good. Yeah, it's very rare to see the small knights move opening in this is called the Shimari corner. It's the most solid corner you can have from this 3-4 point. It's just very rare to see nowadays. I think Katago on UGS thinks that this loses a little bit of like 0.2 of a point in the opening. Closius, thanks for the raid. Yes, this is live, and with the very fast time settings of this tournament, it's possible to actually be live. And we're only gonna watch for maybe 2 hours from now, and then we'll get a result. So it's quite good. It's very rare to see this now, but maybe Black. He's playing a little bit more cautious and just extra solid. Yeah, this move is also very, very solid. Same as White, same as Shibano. Well, this is very interesting. So this is the AI suggestion. Hello, Puggies. Hello. Yeah, the suggestion is headbutt and then Hane and then invade the other 3-3. He invites White to go for. Wow, this is very interesting. This White is only at 48%, and this one White is at 50% plus in this diagram. I guess this is why the flying knife happens so regularly nowadays. This is the suggested shape. It is slightly better to go and ask for the flying knife. Very interesting. I guess the check this out. I'm showing you guys the variation here by myself. So I guess this shape is a little bit better for This shape is a little bit better for black to not exchange the 4 and 5. That's a big difference. Very interesting. So in the game, white does go for the extend. I really wonder what the AI is doing here. White is at 47. Clearly, white is not going to take the 47. He's going to take this. Okay, anyways. Fussing over little details. Invade, approaches, jumps, first state base jump. This is very normal. I'm sure the AI graph is very interesting. It's despite everything, you still want to invade the corner at the 3-3, and despite how good looking this kind of shape is for white, it still wants white to go for this kind of variation. That's mostly because this is one of the most popular Josekis, AI 3-3 invasion Josekis, and this way white does get a lot of thickness on the lower side, and he makes all the potential territory, moyo, and stuff here. Yeah, so it's not necessary for one to block on the same side as you want to surround your territory, but you still have to eventually choose the Joseki that gets you to the right side of the territory. Goodbye, my sleeping schedule probably. Well, you're in luck, go sighting. This game will conclude in about an hour and a half, so you will not be here for that long. Add more AI Josekis. Perfect. And this move is perfect too. Wow. Okay. Well, yeah, I didn't think this move was perfect. The move was to invade into the 3-3. Okay. Wow, this attach is the right move. I can't believe it. The attach is not the right move, but the right move is also a very surprising one. Very interesting. One of the many moves, of course. Attach, fighting back. Shibano seems to have this position pretty figured out. Right after I say that, he does not play the best local shape here, which is all good. I'm sure they, handpick their opening strategies to make sure that they do not make sure that it's difficult to figure out. Okay. Yeah, this is a move I've been wondering. I guess it's good. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, but 3 does not have to answer here, but he eventually presses at 5. It's very, very interesting. I mean, it's almost 2:40 a.m. for me. Oh, there's another semifinals game in the afternoon, go sighting, so maybe we could catch that in the morning. So 2:30. Wow, 2:30, that's Central European time, right? Central European time is like France, maybe Germany. Good. Wow, white does go to this point, which is very interesting. Most of their moves are very, very much, very AI approved. But, the course of today's game shows that there are limits to everyone's understanding and memorization of shapes, and Go is just feels so lucky that the game that I play, has these minute differences and like very, very tiny disturbances in the force, tiny disturbances in the surrounding structure of everything really affects the move choices. It's very, very interesting. Okay, very nice sabaki shape, making attachments. Black captured this one stone, but there's some aji here. White is probably going to use it to settle this group over here. By the way, guys, the new age Japanese players are all super fighting heavy, is what I is what my impression is. Ichi Riki and Shibano, they're like ultra fierce fighters. It's like the opposite of the national impression that most people have of the Japanese Go player. To some extent, the previous #1 Japanese player, Ayama Yuta, is also very, very hiding oriented. So yeah, the new age top Japanese players are completely different from like the old conservative and kind. Anyways, so here we see white going for the settling of this shape. Press up. Interesting. Black needs to play the quiet extension move that sort of fixes all of the black weaknesses. Watch this 10 move. That's very, very interesting. I guess 10 is getting ready to is fixing this problem. This press, and then Hane. White is gonna lose by 1 liberty here. So I guess that checks out. Okay. Black goes for a very greedy move, headbutting. He wants to threaten this immediately, but I guess the reason it loses like 20%, 24, 25% of AI, which is probably 4 points, something like that, is that 1, 2, 3 already does the threatening job. And so black could have gotten away with a much better threat with more outside moves than the headbutting. So this AI variation is white ignores, does give up the 2 stones on the inside, but because black captured this way, it's not that big. Very, very interesting. White does ignore, he plays the right move, and black is also well versed. He does not want to accept that this is a slightly worse result for black overall. Very interesting. 10, 11, a little redundant in the corner, I guess. But this is what very often happens. If the best course is now like unsatisfactory, the professional players will almost always pick a different course, but that one is always going to be even worse than the next best thing, which is taking a small loss. Go AI spared no one. Everyone had to adapt. Yes, exactly. Yes, exactly. So black invades also only loses a couple of percent, which is very good considering everything. White plays this move. Probably he wants black to Atari, so the push Ataris will be more Sente. Don't know. Okay, so here's the AI graph. Black just simply blocks. Very interesting. Okay. White pushes. So remember before white tenuki'd, and then white is okay with black capturing the 2 stones. The push loses a bit. It's hard to imagine, but I guess it's because you're gonna lose 3 stones now instead of 2 stones, and so it's a little bit heavier than before, which is hard to really see. And white was not planning to sacrifice the 3 stones anyways. So look, this diagram is black capturing 3 stones. So white was never, Shibano was never planning to sacrifice the 3 stones. That's probably why, probably why he pushed. Anyways, this is very, very hard to figure out, and this Hane is a very nice, nice feeling move. Very, very surprised that the move now is here on the bottom and not saving the 3 stones like this. Oh my god. The 3 stones are just left hanging there, which is interesting. The Chinese player is Wang Xinhao. He used to be the number 2 player in the world. He's now still like number 4 or number 5. The Chinese side has a huge amount of has a very large amount of Go players. He's let's see, goratings.org. It's right over here. He's number 3 in the world, Wang Xinhao. He just defeated Xun Jinsou to get to the semifinals. So Xun Jinsou stopped at the Xun Jinsou also defeated the number 2 player in the world, Ding Hao, in the round of 16, lost to the number 3 player in the world. In the other semifinals, Dang Yifei is playing in the other semifinals against a Park Jiangwan. That's coming up later in the night. Okay, let's see if Black was able to play the Tanuki here, which is very surprising, and I certainly had no idea. What is his style? Wang Xinhao, he's a super good player to watch because he's a very rare player in the modern age of high Komi in China with 7.5 points. He actually has just as high a win rate with Black than it is with White. So he's super adept at getting, using his first mover's advantage, much more than other players. So I guess it means he's very good at attacking, but it's hard to tell because, again, he's also very good at turning some kind of offense into, into a small advantage, that kind of thing. So, a very good player to watch and study, although I have not done my studies yet on him. But I do know that he's, I will definitely be, he's number 1 in terms of what to do when studying. Very, very good at playing Black and getting an advantage with the first move. Right, here's what we're talking about with Shibano here, representative of the New Age Japanese player. Interesting, I never really believed in the first move advantage thing. Yeah, the Komi 6.5 is about right, so in Go, the first move advantage is not 6.5, it's double 6.5, so it's actually 13 points, which is quite a lot. So whoever moves first has a 6.5 point advantage. And so Shibano is going to show the very aggressive invasion kind of playstyle here. He jumps down, continues to invade. More defensive moves would be like jump here, defend here, stuff like that. Right now, this jump here by Black did secure the ladder breaker. So this ladder will not work for White now. But White, if you net squeeze the 3 stones, he's not gonna spend a move to connect into a blob anyways. So I don't think. I guess it's not so important that the ladder is broken. Anyways, at this point, Black also decides to fight back. He places Peep, and then he jumps out. He does not surround the top territory. The corner is very secure, but the 2 stones on the side is not. So this game is really kind of wild. And White already has one group here, about as strong as this Black group. White has another group. Black has this stuff, and White just pushed without a response from Black. So very, there's a lot of big moves hanging all over the board. White jumps. Hanes, this is very offensive. This kind of move is what I will be, is what I would like to pick up more into my games and incorporate into my games. If you're looking to study this player, this kind of move is what I'd be really. Personally, for me, I struggle to see the value in these moves. Of course, I know it is valuable. It's just hard for me to play these. It's attacking the white stones. It's solving black's problems, providing reinforcements to the 3 stones, putting pressure on the right-hand side white group, sort of helps out on the bottom 2 stones too for the future. So this kind of very global play is what I really lack in my play. Never thought black won't play push through at e6. Yeah, e6 is right over here. Yeah, this is because at this point e6 is black. It is doing a lot of damage to white, but the amount of gains for black is just more territory on top of this corner. And the corner already made black totally secure. So the additional territory secured by these moves is just territory, 12, 13 points. And so it's not going to be that urgent. Whereas if he was able to, I'm sure the AI move was probably here, if he was able to surround the same, like 10 points on the top, would have made his 2 stones over here alive at the same time. So, oh no, the AI move was somewhere else altogether. Yeah, it's the thickness principle, where you don't want to add to your existing strong group, and you always want to add to your relatively weak groups. Anyways, so white deals with his weaknesses, and black plays this knight's move, another very strong attacking move, and it's this kind of move, being able to see that it's a good move, not necessarily play it, but just to see, appreciate that it's good. It's what gets us to 1 done. We're able to see, not that we can come up with this move, but even if we can just look at this move and just recognize that it's good. And the reason it's good is it's, connecting and blocking. This is very slow. It doesn't get you a lot of value besides just connecting. But this one, it opens up 2 cutting points, but this 1 stone is not that important. And by getting to the outside, black is taking over the rest of the board if white prosecutes the weakness of the 1 stone. It's also loosely connected to the outside, so if white doesn't prosecute the weaknesses here, white has to survive on the inside. And so with this 1 move, black was able to turn the corners on white and turn the corners on white and force white into the defensive. Let's see if white is able to come up with the best defensive move. Look, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, connect 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. White spends a lot of moves capturing 1 stone. There is no way any professional would think that this shape is good for white locally, and so totally understand why this is not chosen. Very interesting. This is what Wang Xinhao is very, very good at. Attacking game, or so I heard, and now that I'm looking at this very closely with you guys, I'm beginning to really appreciate this kind of thing. Okay, white tenukis and then basically captures 3 stones, daring black to go and try to capture white. Very interesting here, and you can see here very, very greedy, very sort of traditional safety first Japanese Go player. Okay, black peeps here. This is also a very good technique. This is the first instinct for many of us. This move, it's the most aggressive move. It's knight's moves and jumps, but this is not, as you guys can see here, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. It probably does. Black is going to play this move, and then white's going to play the attach, and Atari fights this as a ko. Upon capturing 1 of the stones and winning the ko, white's going to be totally alive. Probably in Sente too, so black does not gain very much other than a slew of moves on the outside. He does lose Sente, so he plays this peep, and white does connect, and he plays here. This is also very, very nice. Clearly, he sees the issues with playing so directly in close to the white group. If you don't capture, you don't gain that much. So here he plays this move. If this move further adding, strength to the black's surround, if this forces white to play a very let's see if white does. He does not. If this forces white to play some, very timid life on the inside, it's going to be a huge success. White tanukis twice. That's how that's very, very greedy, and you guys can really see that defender's advantage, thickness principle, and stuff. These are all very good ideas that help us, get to see what is how the game is being played. White is making another tanuki, defender's advantage. If white now just somehow survives, he would be very good. But at the same time, black also hasn't really committed to the attacks. Black played this move, which is noticeably a very big move, a very full board move. Clearly, this move is going to have a lot of value in the future. So black still is not totally committed to this yet. Neither player has enough time to read out all the variations here, like 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Neither player has enough time to read all of this out, and so they're gonna continue to play elsewhere on the board so far. This is also very, very common, and here white again blocks. Again, another weakness on the bottom is not being fixed, and instead he elects to block here. Very interesting. This is because the bottom is very big and a lot of territory. This is because this group here for white is not entirely secured. So normally white plays here, black plays here. This move will not only destroy the maybe play here one line safer. This will not only destroy all of the white territory. This would also not only make territory for black, destroy white's territory. It will also threaten the middle white group. If white ends up jumping or something, all the territory is destroyed, and this would be too much value. VSim, thanks for the follow. Welcome. Yeah, that's why white blocks here, makes this territory, it's very, very big. Okay, black plays this peep. Okay, white tanuki is very interesting. White's supposed to tanuki. This jump is what the AI wants both players to play very much. The jump is basically a double sente. White plays here. Black will eventually defend some cutting points here. White's gonna live relatively worry-freely. And for black, it's no longer this move. White will survive without any problems. The move is here, which really puts pressure on the white group. Okay, and having this move for black further gives black some more territory here. So this way, black doesn't totally worry about getting cut on the outside because black can survive on the top. So this is the urgent spot, but neither player has a great idea of exactly what to do there. It's super, super complicated. So they continue on the bottom, invade. So this kind of invade is especially strong. White tanukied, so black tanukied also. This is a great idea for the offensive game. When your opponent makes another defensive move, play somewhere that's big. This puts a lot of pressure on the opponent in terms of, I need to catch up. So black playing two moves on the bottom is great for is a lot of value, and then so black no longer needs to do any damage for white. White plays here, very strong. Very interesting. You can see here 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. At the end of this, white is going to be able to live here. He is going to be able to live in the corner probably, and is going to live on the right hand side like this, is going to live on the top. So potentially it's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 5 different groups for white. Very, very aggressive. And the game is totally even. It's very, very exciting. And the moves are being played almost exactly with the AI route. By the way, this is all basically forced. White cannot let this block become center for black. So white has to push enough moves to make that block not center for black, basically. The AI wants black to tenuki now and plays the extend later. I don't think it'll hurt for black to play a couple more here. Also, the only way that it might hurt is this move is sente. White may play something like this, and then something like this move could be sente for black. If black does push in one more move and then end up playing this connect, this is not as sente, for example. Anyways, I do expect black to extend. Anyways, razor sharp, razor thin game. Shibano's living his best life. Yes, exactly. Never respond to a peep. Yeah. All right. So I'm sure the other game is here. So this is Shinjin So versus Wang Xinhao as black, and I am gonna play this out. This is how Wang Xinhao got to the semifinals after defeating the #1 player in the world. Again, he was playing black, and I'll let this play out. And then when I come back, we are gonna catch up in the main game, and then maybe if we have some more downtime, take a look at this game. It was very, very nice. Anytime the world's #1 player goes down, it's a big deal. All right, be right back. I'm gonna do some checks, and then I'll be checking with you guys. What's up, guys? What's up, guys? He's going to bed, and then we'll continue. So in this one, again, this is what Wang Xinhao seems super good at. So in this game, White got into some trouble with this group, ended up living in Ko, but White lived in Ko, but because of a couple of losing Ko threats, like this move, this Atari, because of a couple of losing Ko threats, and at the end, this one, this connect, I think, yeah, this connect was fine, but then White had to use this push, and this push really lost a few more points, and then Black just ends up giving up the Ko, and it was very, very good for Black then. So he's very good at taking small advantages on, and then getting really, really good with it. And then he's stable enough to really win the game. Hello, baby. Yes, that's right. Whoa, is that a Zichen kid? Yes, it's little Zichen. All right, let's catch up on this game at this moment. White pushed. AI wants Black to play away. Remember, just continue to play these kinds of things. Places where it's big. Evade on the left. Congrats, nice, congrats. Thank you, guys. Thank you, guys. Black pushes in, and this is surprising. I'm sure the move is to play, well, yeah, 1, 2, 3, and then this ends, and then the game will continue. But here Shibano again in the same vein of very strong aggression. White turns out to counterattack against Black. This so this opens up White's corner for Black to do this kind of counterattack. 9, 10. This looks like this looks like this will happen, and then White will be able to connect back, and it's really a big mess. Let's see what happened in the game. Black does turn, which is again, remember the strongest move was this one, and then there was a huge mess that ended up happening. Here's the mess. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. A big mess. This is what Wang Xinhao, the Black player, is very, very good at. He doesn't play the strongest move possible, because the strongest move sometimes works, sometimes doesn't. In this case, it turned out to be the AI move. So you know, it's a small mistake, but he turns. He makes sure he gets a lot of value here. He gives White another chance to fix, and then this kind of stuff is all sente. So Black is getting a lot of, destroys a lot of territory for White at the same time, and again, he just minimizes the risk that he's taking, the losses that he suffers. So this is what White needs to do. in the game, white is in the counter-attacking mindset, and so of course white does not fix a corner. White cuts black to counter-attack on the outside. It does feel a little bit unnecessary because white does have this position super strong, but then again, at the same time, black is pretty good on the right-hand side. This group is strong. Black can play here, and black can also play here. So white can't even connect. So now the middle is now a classic case where white is secure and black is secure. Both of them are secure. So the middle is really not that big. The only valuable thing in the middle here is that black is under attack. So as you guys can see, this is a super aggressive way that Shibano is going about this game. Moving out and then counter-attacking. Very super high up and full of fighting spirit for sure. This move, interesting. Oh wow, so this is, I was expecting black to play this move, but this move is probably Sente. Remember I showed this kind of thing. Well, this is clearly not as good for black as the game. Wow, this is total like 100% the AI move. After I see this, I can figure this out. Oh yeah, it's so good. If white blocks, I can block. I'm gonna be ahead by 1 liberty for black. Oh wow, this is so nice. If white blocks here, I can play this move, and it's the same threat. This is also good for black. Before I saw this move, I'm like, I'm suggesting the other stuff to you guys. I'm like, wow, what a move. Anyways, this is probably routine for these guys. By the way, this is 100% exactly why he played this move earlier. This is all seen as a setup. And this is part of the values that black is getting in the course of the fighting, so he doesn't have to go all in on the fight. Wow, very nicely handled here. Okay, and this is where we came back at just a few moves, and we see here black does destroy the corner, makes it black's corner. White hasn't gained much territory, but white has gained a connected strong group over here. And so the next part of the game is going to be white now going on the offensive. White just sacrificed a lot of territory in the corner. It's double. It's white corner becomes black corner, so it's like 20 points. 10 points becomes 10 points. It's like 20 points. In order to get this thickness in the center, AI thinks it's not worth it. Reasonable. And now it's up to white to do the attacking. I play closer to the way he plays. Power-oriented go. Yeah. Very nice. Both players, black and white, are very power-oriented. So this move is taking away some corner ice space against black, and so it's very vicious. It's expanding territory for white too, getting white to be a little bit thicker, and if black just ends up surviving here, white is going to go on the attack against the other group, I'm sure. So watch this. The AI wants black to, before he makes this alive, first make sure that white is totally cut off, and then the AI plays this move to totally live, and let's see if black is able to come up with this sequence. He does, and white sees it. White does not commit to the cut. White plays this attach. Black is going to respond. Does white cut? White's like, well, I may not want to cut. I may want to like peep over here, make you connect, and then I will take your corner territory. But it seems like there's no way for white to, this is the AI graph. It seems like there's no way for white to really cut off the outside against black. White can do it like this, but this is with a lot of losses. This gives up a life in the inside, for example, but it's still very, very complicated, at least to me. For example, this wedge will not work because of this Atari. So it's hard to see how, and if white does not get to do any damage to black in terms of these cuts, these moves would all be on the inside while black solidifies his positions on the outside, and white would fall farther behind. Okay, white turns, black Han is here. Interesting. So black connects. White felt it unwise to go for 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. We saw 10. We didn't play 6, 7, 8, 9, but so it's something like this. Hane connect. White's gonna lose the liberties race with the top group. Can white surround the middle? It's really hard to say. I guess I can understand how this is a very this probably does not work for white. So, and even probably does not work for white. So white's stuck into a position where he's like, remember, white is now going on the offensive. He can't commit to the offense, and he just probably lost a few points with the last couple of exchanges here. But this game is, as we mentioned before, it's a very fast time setting, so it's very hard for the players to really think about everything. Like in a slower game, white may not have played these exchanges, for example. I feel like I would throw at every step of this fight here. Me too. Me too. I wish to reach that level of precision at some point, just to see how it feels. As what what we talked about was this cut. We didn't see this, right? We didn't see this good move to live totally. We did talk about this and then this move, but we didn't think about the follow-ups. So very interesting fight. Anyways, so white does not go for this. Black also is sort of just letting this happen. This Hane connect is huge. The next move is a squeeze that destroys all of the white territory, and that's probably gonna be in Sente. The AI wants white to again go for this very unclear but fight. Clearly white is not gonna go for that. White fixes here. If white continues to prosecute the bottom, for example, this kind of thing, because it threatens to cut the two white stones, white groups from each other, it's Sente, and it destroys all of the white territories. So as a result, white ends up letting black Hane and connecting Sente. This is where this guy is so good. He's very good at attacking, getting at your shape weaknesses, but he's also very controlled, and he doesn't expose weaknesses of his own. So at the same time, so it's now that I'm looking at this game in close detail, I'm really starting to appreciate how this guy plays, and I like it very much because he's very offensive. He's not like I'm just gonna react and he's not just reacting and letting you misstep. He's very, very active. I guess that's why he has such a good record at playing as black. He's very good at using his little advantages or imbalances to really help himself, help his cause. Wow. White ended up counter-attacking, extending out over here, lets a corner become black territory, and that really disrupted the balance of territory, and as a result, this is now a favorable game by black, 99.6%. This is usually 10 points, something like. Moreover, Atari, push, and extend are all Sente moves against the white group. This makes this cut no longer that threatening. When white cuts, black can just make the biggest life he can, and it's totally safe. Plus, the top is very secure as well. It clearly has more than one eye, and the one is sente, so there's no more cut here. So this is what he's so good at. I mentioned a lot in my teaching stuff, my Go lessons, the importance of strengthening your weakest attacking stones when you're attacking, and the result of black's counterattack against the top white group is accomplished exactly this. He's made his corner alive. He's made the top into this kind of a double tiger mouse territory ice space shape. So this is secured, and so he's accomplished these very, very valuable things that make it so that he doesn't have to do any damage to white to gain an advantage in the game. And so he got this 100 connecting sente. Connect, he lives over here. This is a 1,000-year ko, but for white to prosecute the ko or to follow through on the ko, he has to give up sente moves like 8, and that's very, very painful to give up. So attacking the corner is not really thinkable anymore at this point. So white, if you guys are wondering why white does not go for that stuff, it's because of this. And moreover, black can play here. If you want to capture black, you have to fill this bloated cow shape. Black plays this move in sente, and he just lives on the outside, and you end up losing points in the attack. So wow, if this Atari is the biggest move that white can come up with, he is really, really in big trouble, because this capture is like 6 points plus 3 points or so for black. It's barely 10 points, and yeah, that's not gonna do it for him. Yeah, and black just starts to simplify the game exactly as we mentioned. I'm so happy he played the moves I played. but these are all like super sente moves, and this means that he usually professionals don't like to play these obvious sente moves. This means he knows that he's ahead. He knows the score is probably above 95%. He may not know that it's 99.7 yet. He's gonna win. Is the finals going to be Wang Xinhao versus Park Jong-wan? So we did do some research on the players, and oh boy, excuse the white stuff. So the 4 players in the finals are. The 4 players in the finals are, yeah, here we go. So Xin Jinsou was knocked out in the round of 8. Ding Hao was knocked out in the round of 16 by Xin Jinsou. So the 1 and 2 are gone. The 4 players in the finals are Wang Xinhao, Deng Yifei, so 2, 3, and 4 in the world, and Park Jong-wan, who is 11th in the world, and Shibano here, number 20 in the world. So Park Jong-wan still has a super hard match ahead of him in order to meet Wang Xinhao in the finals. The number 4 player in the world, Deng Yifei, he just won a world championship by taking down Xin Jinsou 2-1 in the finals. So yeah, Park Jong-wan's got his work cut out for him as well. Okay, anyways, after this, let's do a bit of a estimate. So the estimate score is like this: black by 6.5, according to this estimate. 99.7 could be around 6 points, but anyways, let's do like a manual count for us. This is 10, 15, 20, 22, 25, 30, 35, 45, probably 50 points for black, right about 50 points for black. Now usually 50 points is not that much, so I'm surprised, and you can noticeably see a lot of white points in the game, so I'm surprised to see that black is at 99.7, which is quite a lot. Anyways, 50 points for black, 4 points for white. This is about 10, less than 10, so 10, 20, maybe a little more, like 22, 32, 35. I guess if white has less than 40 points and black has 50 points, and that it's black to move, I guess the difference is greater than 10 points, and 6.5. That's like, probably above a 5-point advantage for black. In that case, black certainly does seem like he deserves this much advantage. In any case, he plays this knight's move. The other thing is the fighting on the top made black's position ultra strong, and that's very, very hard. That's a very difficult thing for white to counter in the end game. He just plays this. The next moves are sente, the jump. It's hard to see white making any points in the future. Hard to see black making any points too. So, they're gonna cancel each other out, and it's gonna resolve. Suppose white plays here some simple peep, and then this move being sente. And if black surrounds some more territory in the center, it's gonna be all over. White plays here. He wants black to defend on the inside. Black is not planning on doing that, so the jump is a sente follow-up move that he scouted out earlier. Oh yeah, this is fixing the life in the corner. So wow, this move is a real, like, I'm winning the game, I don't need to push any further kind of move. Okay, so this is fixing the corner, but before I fix, of course, I will capture one more white stone here. Okay, so now 10, 15, 20 points, 25, 30 points, maybe 35 points for white, and that does include white capturing the 3 stones. So that's only 35. This is 6, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50. Again, 50 points, 15 points on the board. I guess, yeah. So before, when black didn't have the 2 groups totally secured, white could have always took away the territory for the groups, and he may have done it in sente. But now that the 2 groups are secure, whatever territory black has in the corner counts 100% towards the towards black's pocket. So it's really another tough spot for white. Is a Park Jung-won versus Dang Yifei. Yeah, nice. That's happening later tonight. I remember the Lanka Cup. I love Dang Yifei. Yes, he has the Stone Buddha Li Changho-esque go style. Close to it, I mean. Black has sente too. Yeah. Let's see if that game is already put up here. 7,800 players watching. Fox. Nothing beats Fox. Okay, so white peeps expect the connect. He didn't connect yet. So the AI diagram here, connect, push out. This is going to be like white's last push attempt to try to do damage to black. Upon black connecting, that's going to be game over, but maybe black isn't able to connect. Maybe something happens here. So we'll see. Anyways, this is a super controlled, very, very controlled game, which is very very scary to play against. White does go for these cuts. Black jumps. AI wants white to connect on the center, and then black also connects. This is going to be black by 12. It counts a few points for white in the center, but not the 6 stones. Yeah, this is about over 10 points. Um, yeah. Here you guys can really see how important, like how valuable having thickness and safety really is in the game. Beforehand, with the two groups not being safe, black has like 10 less points, and white can take, because white can take away those points in Sente with attacks. That would be like, it's just 10 less points for black, and 10 less points makes the game even. So black peeps. Let's see if white has some last ditch efforts to play like these kinds of offensive attacking moves. Push, block, Atari, and then cut. This is, what is this called? Dame, Zume, something, where white can't connect. This is going to be just white gaining nothing from this. It's hard to see how white is going to do any kind of cuts. The AI wants white to just connect and accept the inevitable. White plays here to fight back, which is good. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, white is not going to be able to cut black. Yeah, I have no doubt black is going to play this one. The key in this sequence is the 5 move, which is Sente. How does black capture the stones like this? Probably Atari, Hane, and then throw in and play in this sequence. So it really gives white like a tough choice. White is gonna play 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. So 7 could be played here, but I guess this way white loses 10 points here, has to connect to capture black, and then if black is able to make this alive, then and this does connect, so feels difficult. Okay, white does connect as the AI suggested. AI wants black to play the super solid moves, and even this is not totally solid yet. Let's see what ends up happening here. But yeah, it's just there's one last problem for black, but it's very hard to see how white is gonna prosecute or expand upon this problem. And if black just plays this move, potentially there's a little bit of AG and problem here. So it's not 100%, but this is the AI shape. This, white is able to cut, but then the next move, black will connect with this jump or live with this one, and it's probably gonna be still no progress made by white. No progress. Let's see. Okay. Do you have a YouTube stream too? Hello, YouTube people. Yeah. We're on YouTube at the same time with 3 concurrent viewers. So Twitch has gotten this one. Alright. Yeah, black plays this move. The next move is this move, and yeah, this just looks totally connected, and white's a little bit too weak to do anything to black in the middle here. White probably will want to play something like this, and then maybe black is looking to play something like this move, and then more efficiently connect. But who knows? Anyways, okay. AI wants white to fix the middle. So this move is just a better move than this press. So white is gonna fix like this. Black's like, I might as well go extra efficient and play this way. And he's right. He's totally right, of course. And he's solving all his problems. And white allowing black to play this jump earlier in Sente is, further reduced white's territory. This is very, very can't get channel points on YouTube. Yes. Yes, and black got Sente as the result of the top fighting. So good. He's so good at getting any little bit of value in the game. The difference is not likely to be that great. It's probably between 5 and 10 points, but it's likely more than enough. Anyways, the second game is not up yet. It's Park 1. Okay. Anyways, white responds. Black plays the Atari and connect. And capture. Okay, and then he connects. White connects. So at the end here, white plays the end game move. Say black responds like this. At the end here, white may have a little bit of aji here, but it's not gonna matter too much. Black can probably play this way. Yeah, well, black could always connect to the other side, so so it's all good. Okay, so this happened. This is what's gonna happen. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. By the way, black plays on this side for just making sure that this group has 2 eyes for sure. 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. This is gonna happen, and we can now count this. 5 or 6, 10, 20, 23, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50. Again, just 50 points for black. It's not that much, but white just struggles to find more than 35. 50 points for black. This is 10, 15, 20, 30, 35, 40. 40 points for white. Now this 40 points for white is only 10 points away from black, right? Suppose black plays something safe. Could we actually see the game sort of get even closer? This move is very big. This move is big. White will probably play this attach. Disconnect. Okay. Okay, let's count this. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, like 38, something like 38. 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 40, 50. Yeah, something like 38 to 50, which would be a 5.5 point victory for black. Okay, white plays here. This is just cutting the 2 black groups from each other. If black plays here, he makes some territory. Probably will play this one. This also makes this Hane connect into a Sente move, which is what white really wants to have at this point. Something like a 5 point victory for black. I feel like I'll need to have this game rewatched in a slower pace in order to fully benefit from it. Yeah, it's it's very, very rich. He does play this, and afterwards black probably played a little bit too safe, so let the score kind of go from like 10 points to 5 points, but it's totally well controlled and feels really hopeless to play against if you're white. Just on the top, he played so aggressively too, and black just sort of redirected all of his offensive or aggressive energies, and just like really like transitioned everything, just made the black positions ultra secure, ultra thick, and that was the difference in this game. Very instructive, very instructive. Okay, let's see what the AI has here. He played this one. That was my first instinct too. So good job me for finding this move. This captures the black stones, but black is gonna be able to, so this way up to 9 and 10. 10, 15, 25, 30, 35 points for black, for white, maybe 36 points. This is like 8, 10, 15, 25, 35, 40, 45, 50, like 52. So like 36 to 52, 16 points. This difference is now closer to 50 to 10 points of advantage. Black in the game Atari'd here, and he's planning to win the ko outright and fix this cut so he doesn't have to make sure that he has two eyes anywhere. And if white connects, he's going to extend, and maybe this is Sente. Anyways, he's already destroyed the middle white territory. He can play the big territory moves afterwards. Yeah. This was a very low territory game, but very instructive, very instructive. Very fitting for a semifinals. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I'll do the estimator for you guys. Black by 8.5 on this board. One or two less points here, 2 less points here. Black still has 4.5, a couple more here, 5, 6.5. Yeah, our count was a little optimistic for black, but you know, we didn't play the jump at 4, so okay. Let's see what happened in the game. In the game, yeah. So in the game, white connected here. He didn't want to give black that extra extending Sente, so but black got the Atari in Sente, and then black Hane connected, and then played this one. Yeah, it does feel very hopeless. Yeah, in the future, this capture is big. This capture, because the next move, black will capture this in Sente. And so white probably will connect because it's very big, and this alleviates all the cutting point pressures against the one stone. So white goes for this cut, and this is kind of a last-ditch maneuver. What's going to happen is black is going to Atari here, and let's see if white is able to take away this eye. I don't see how white is going to do that. This is going to happen 7, or we just capture. So this cutting basically doesn't do much other than this cut doesn't do much other than taking away this point in Sente for black, and also makes a point here for white. So maybe it's worth white is fighting for these 2 points in this ko. He's very likely to win this, but maybe white is also not 100% alive with this group. If white just plays here, if black is able to play 2 moves here in Sente, this Hane will capture white. Of course, white has this move to hold the position, so he's probably okay. Yeah, he's probably okay. Okay, so they continue to fight the ko. Now that I see it, there is potentially a major problem. Oh, this move is not 100% Sente. There's this problem. Black plays here trying to play this move in Sente. I guess white can live, but territory is further reduced. If white captures this one stone, Atari and Atari. So what if black? I guess this is what's gonna happen. I guess this is what's gonna happen. Left-hand side is reduced to 5 points, 15, 20, 30. Wow, white has barely 35 points now. Okay, black ended up answering. I guess black just has a lot of coast threats. He does not need to, yeah. And I was wrong about one thing earlier, which was over here, black is going to play this move in Sente. And he can still take away this eye this way. And so, you know, the left-hand side white group it looked so good. It looked so big at around this point. The left-hand side looked so big, but after one move, it was reduced. You know, everything after this was Sente, so it was just a one move reduction, and it ended up being just 5 points. Crazy. This is a classic place where white is not as strong as it appeared. Okay, so now they're fighting this ko. Remember, every move makes the player get 20 more seconds. So we could see this go on for a while. It's now 1 hour and 47 minutes. It's moved 211. So they have gained 1 hour plus 10 minutes. They've gained 70 minutes. They have 60 minutes. So they now have 22 minutes left between the two of them, which is reasonable. Yeah, this is 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Very sad. Alright, gonna get myself a drink and check back with you guys in a moment. Looks like they're still fighting over the ko. Black does have a lot more ko threats than I imagined, so maybe black will just win the ko outright. In fact, that's more and more likely. And keep this 1 point over here. Yeah, play this move. This move is the same thing. Wow, I'll go grab a tea myself. Yeah, go sighting. I have benefited a lot from this game. Um, yeah, this game was very like you can't figure out anywhere that you can like get more efficient than these guys. Remember that knight's move? So none of those were like AI's top. A lot of these were not AI's top choice, but the spirit of the moves were very like close, and that's why they you know that's why they're so good. It's number 3 in the world. Yeah, this code doesn't actually matter that much because capturing one stone is 2 points, and if white connects a code, it's worth like 4 points. So it's not a huge deal at all. In fact, black just ends up Atari here. If white really wants to benefit from the code, he's gonna have to Atari and then Atari fight a code and then Atari this one to really realize the full potential of the code. That's like 3 points worth. So it's not the biggest deal. In fact, white runs out of code threads, it seems. He throws in at 9 because there's no more non-losing code threads, I guess. Okay. Anyways, the estimator is black by 4.5 on this board, but yeah, this capture, this is probably a bit of overcount for white. This part, I guess that's about fair. The real thing is on this part, this attach and then connect and then use all Sente to force white to play here. So black might have 3 more points this way, and this result assumes that black loses a ko all the way. So 7-8 points. The outcome is not in doubt. Very instructive game. I'm gonna have to learn from. I'm gonna want to learn from this guy and this kind of game and everything. Very instructive. This move may lose a little bit of points, but not too bad. So I played there. Black is gonna connect. He's gonna connect. This is gonna happen. Black is likely to end up giving up the ko like altogether, and something like this is gonna be played, and then I guess here something like this. Probably not 17, but this is all Sente for black, so this is too happy. This is black by 10, which is about right, because it's maybe this is like black by 8, something like that. Okay, so white takes a ko back, black connects, black takes a ko, white plays a jump in the middle, yep, and then black plays here. White cannot suffer this next capture as a ko threat, so white plays a connect. and expect the left-hand side to be played. We're just wrapping things up now. When is the next game? I am not sure. So the next game, I have an impression that it's 1 p.m. in the afternoon. So let me open this thing up. Yeah, this just says afternoon. So Korea's got 14 players. China had 7. If you count Taiwan, that's 8. Japan's got 7, and Vietnam. Okay. 1 p.m., but I have no idea what time zone, so but I have no idea what time zone. Okay, so it's 1 p.m. China time, so it's 12 o'clock. It's right at midnight for US East. Midnight US East, which is in 3 hours from now. So the next game starts 3 hours from now. So now it's just end game stages between 5 and 10 points. Very nice. Very, very nice. Okay. White connects. Black can connect this or play a big end game. We'll see what he picks. Yeah, I guess this is a part of the game that the game kind of slows down, and then yeah, feel free to check back later. I will not be with you guys, as you guys see. I am gonna sleep while I can with the baby in mind. Thanks for the push-ups, Ran Chani. 10, 20, 10, 20, 30, 40, 50 push-ups. Midnight Eastern is in 2 hours. Ah, yes, it's in 2 hours. Sorry. Yeah, I thought it was 9 p.m. for me, but it's actually 10. So, yes, it's 2 hours from now. Ursa Master, thank you. 50 push-ups, thank you. I'm gonna add it to the count, just trust me. It's added to the count. Okay. Okay, looks like a bunch of moves have been played. Black plays in the middle. This secures the ice space and like 2 points. White Ataris. Just a few moves are played. White is gonna end up winning the ko, but it's not going to matter. Yeah, so this is gonna happen, and the result is gonna be about black by 7.5. That looks about right. Maybe, yeah, maybe 6.5, 7.5. Again, we really see how controlled the game was, and wow, yeah. Okay, so 2 hours have passed, and they probably have about 20 minutes left on their clocks combined. White ends up connecting. Expect, wow, the AI doesn't even have black play in the very big sente moves on the left hand side, which is very interesting. 8, 9, 10, what? I guess there's 1 or 2 more points in the back there, so. This is going to be black by 6 points or so. Yeah, of course, he's going to play these sente moves. The end game will probably look like this. Squeeze Atari. Again, can't cut this off. Black Atari's from the back. Atari and then play this move, this move, this move, this move. And probably here. This is no longer sente, so this is going to happen. Okay, this is black by 9.5. 9.5. Yeah, it's probably 9.5 is about right. Maybe 10.5, 9.5. Okay, so what happened here? White gained another 2 points, so a little better than expected. That's a sente move. White captures. Okay, in the middle. 2 points less for black. Maybe 6.5, 7.5. I'll watch this one to the end with you guys, and I'll leave you guys afterwards. Yeah, played the Atari. These are all sentes, so they're like automatic moves. There's no thinking required. Let's see if we can count this up ourselves. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 9, 10, 15, 20, 25, 35, 39 points for white. 10, 14, 15, 20, 21, 25, 30, 35, 40, 45, 48. 48 to 39. Wow, 48 to 39. Somehow I feel like we counted this wrong. That's only 9 points on the board. 5, 10, 20, 25, 35. 39 to 10, 15, 20, 25, 30, 35, 38, 40, 43, 47, 49. So 50, 51. So 51 to 39, 12 points. That is 5.5 point victory for black. Somehow it felt like, these counted a little more, but oh well. Okay. Yeah, I gotta work on my counting. Let me count this again. 5, 10, 15, 20, 25, 26, 36, 39. 39 to 6, 10, 12, 22, 24, 25, 30, 35, 40, 49. Yeah, 10 points on the board, maybe 11 points on the board with a code here, a code here, code here. So 11 points on the board is 4.5. Very interesting. I keep getting this count, so 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. Yeah, this is black by 4.5. 5.5. 5.5 is 12 points. I guess I guess I passed the test. All right, so the last parts of the game is now like is not as interesting. It's like the nitty gritty details of the end game. It looks like they're gonna finish the end game. I'll watch it with you guys. But yeah, we saw how Wang Xinhao defeated Xun Jinsou by around the same margins too. So it's like super impressive. He knows exactly how much he needs to push and no more. For example, oh right, the middle is dead. So 8, 9, 10, 11, 12, 13, 14, 15, 16. Yeah, so 13, 14, 15, 16. Look at the end of the Shinhan Bank game. He's ahead by 4.5 on this estimate. White has one less point here, so 5.5. But you know, there's two codes, so again, it's 4.5. So he's winning by. He won the last game by 4.5 against Shinhan, so like super well controlled. Yeah, in fact, Weiqi is going to play here, and this one ends in here, this one ends in, yeah, that's going to end the game. 2, 3, 4. Oh yeah, this is a point, so 3.5 to 4.5. Yeah, he like really controlled the last one after getting ahead, and then in this one he did the same thing. He's like it's a very super well controlled game. At the end of this is actually 2.5 on this board. 10, 11. So, no, not 12. He's gonna be 13, 14, 15. On a block. This one push, and he won by resignation, but he's gonna win the end here by also about 4.5. Remarkable. 11 points on the board. He just super controlled game. Shibano resigned. Yeah, he didn't make us play all the last end games and watch. So, anyways, so very good. This was not so long that it takes 4 hours to see to check the result. Anyways, we have a result. Wang Xinhao goes into the finals. 4.5 must be his lucky number. Yeah, it's just so. It did feel like he could have done better, but he didn't need to do better, and the win rate percentages never changed. So, wow, very impressive display here. He's looking really, really good. Again, Dang Yifei in the afternoon is also looking really good. He just came off of a best of 3 victory against Shinhan 2. I guess you do expect the world's number 3 and the world's number 4 player to beat the world's number 1 player sometimes. So, anyways, yeah, very thick, very methodical, not a lot of uncertainty. It's just so impressive. Anyways, guys, I really enjoyed this, watching this with you guys. Hope you guys liked it. Snuck in a few shots of the baby, and thank you guys for watching, and I will see you guys next time I get some stream action going. Before then, so long and enjoy your games.